Welcome to the Background Cast podcast, the number podcast in all of Germania. I don't know if that's a real place. This is the first of the Background podcast, so if you are a newcomer, then that's not a surprise. Today, I am with Slayer of Hearts and Bugs.
Hello.
Hello.
Shit, the fuck? So this is a very new podcast, and we plan to keep this going. We plan to have a schedule, but it's very new, so there's still so many things to figure out. So just bear with us.
Yeah, you mean we're the background characters, hopefully going to be the main characters of something.
Soon enough.
Of some sort of group later in YouTube or Spotify. Oh, you okay? Help, COVID, quarantine.
I muted myself, and then I accidentally coughed and unmuted myself mid-talk. That's great. We're off to a great start.
Definitely.
Oh. Yeah, totally.
Alright, so for those of you who are just coming in, which again is not a surprise, what we're going to talk about is either nerd stuff or questions about each other, or telling stories about life experiences, depending on those questions. And you guys could text us on our DMs on Discord on what questions you want to ask.
Well, of course, they'll be in the description, obviously. I'm betting.
Well, Bug, do you even have a channel?
Channel and what? You name it, I probably got it.
YouTube?
Yeah, I do have a YouTube channel.
He has a YouTube channel.
Okay, good, because I'm thinking YouTube channel and Discord servers, or Discord DMs.
Who knows? If this gets popular enough, we could do a Twitter.
We can. Could we have a Twitch stream?
Oh my gosh!
Can we have a subreddit?
That's genius. Of course we can have a subreddit. We're going to have we're going to be on iFunny too.
Oh god.
Listen, iFunny.
No, the only person on subreddit is gonna be my grandma typing out. So the one time Bug decided that he was gonna stick a candy corn up his nose. Honor of her time.
You want to explain that one?
Oh yeah, explain that. Tell us the story about that.
I guess it's a good time to tell this. My mom bought candy corn.
Mm-hmm.
I love candy corn.
Candy corn is good. Don't fight me on it.
Don't at me.
Anyway, so I don't know what came over me. I was really young. I was
right now with this voice, or
huh?
You were like, I don't know what came over me, so I'm like, right now with this voice, or back then?
Oh, I mean a little bit of both. Anyway, so I was in elementary school and had no reason. I don't know why I did it. I don't know what I was thinking. I honestly think I thought that the candy corn could be shot out of my nose like a bullet.
What?
Yeah, and that's kind of why I think I did it. I don't
Bugs, how old are you?
Why I did it, but I was in elementary school. I was maybe at max 5.
How old are you now?
I'm 20.
God damn it. Alright.
Yeah, so it's not like it was that far.
That means I'm the youngest again.
So anyway, I just stuck it up my nose and it got stuck and I couldn't blow it out.
Uh-oh.
But instead of telling my mom, because I knew I was going to get in trouble for sticking a candy corn up my nose, because I wasn't supposed to be having candy corn at that time in the first place.
Why?
Because it was before the time I should have sweets. Duh.
You had a time limit?
It's very... Remember, kids, don't give your kids candy corn.
Remember, kids, don't give your kids candy corn. Wait a minute.
Anyway.
Don't correct me.
I just keep pushing it further up, trying to dig out this
what
I'm going to call a booger of a candy cane. But instead of being able to get my finger around it, it just kept going further and further up.
Oh god,
it hurt.
That must have been so hard.
Did it came to the point where you could hear candy corn?
Huh?
Did it come to the point where you can hear candy corn?
No, it did not. However, it did come to the point where I started crying, and I had to tell my mom. So my mom's like, "Why the hell would you do this?" And I said, "I don't know."
Because I'm special, Mom.
Pretty much, like, you know, what better excuse than like not to have an in-depth reason of doing it?
By the way, did this elementary school come with a short bus and some helmets?
No, it was not. This was full-on big elementary school where I got severely bullied for asking a girl out.
Wait, okay, later.
I have a lot of
Another time.
that we can get into on this podcast.
Another time, later.
Oh, absolutely. Anyway, so my mom's on the phone with the doctor, and the doctor's like, "Well, there's nothing we can do about it. However, candy corn dissolves. Make sure you are sticking cold water.
Yeah, but it's like wax though. It's gonna be very sticky and like messed up your nose.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It dissolves like normal.
The ones I get fucking stick.
So what she has to do is have my head at the right angle, like, you know, when you're like doing the detox with like the tea kettle thing.
Oh,
and, like, it, like, goes through your nose. So we've never done that, but that's what she has to do. So she's funneling water up my nose as I'm crying because it burns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And trying not to get water in my lungs. And this was over a 3-hour process.
Jesus Christ.
Dissolve.
Could you not have grabbed tweezers or something?
It finally got small enough to where it just fell out.
Well, at least that's
I mean, like, I pushed.
So it was at a point.
I pushed it all the way up to where the eyeball is. Like, I pushed it far up to the point where, like, no way anybody was going to be able to grab it.
Oh my.
So it came to the point where, like, you could grab it to tweezers, but you kept going, so it dissolved more to where it can just fall out.
Yeah, so it just, like, there was no way we were going to be able to push it out, like, the other way. So,
well, goddamn.
Yeah, it's fine. I can smell perfectly fine. I just,
That's a great first story for this podcast.
Sweet, right?
Yeah.
But of course.
Oh, yeah, you know. Best way to start it off. Kid sticks candy corn up nose.
That could be the title.
What will be next? Gosh.
But for me, I could not handle that because I have a sensitive, like, sense of smell. Because, like, for me, it's like the smell, it's like 10 times as stronger. I can smell it from far away distances. I can smell it like a couple seconds before anyone else can smell it. And you can tell that I smell something when my nose twitches. It does that on its own. So if I had
yes, of course.
If I had if Slayer did witness this, she witnessed the fact that I smelled like Axe body spray and my nose started twitching.
Immediately I noticed that and I was like, what the heck? Why is it twitching? And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. He has a sensitive nose.
So, are you, like, how sensitive of a nose do you think you have? Like, could you potentially be on, like, the police force or the detective force to be able to smell where a person went?
No, of course. I mean, if they're wearing Axe body spray, yeah.
Because, like, honestly, I like to think things like that are, like, superpowers.
Because it's not like that where, like, if I get closer to it, I can pinpoint it. It's, if I smell it, I smell it. It just, like, punches me in the nose. So I can be, like, 20 feet away from Axe body spray, and I'll smell it. And if I get closer, it's still the same because it's just that much powerful in my nose.
Okay, so it's just very potent the whole time.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, because like if it's like Axe body spray to like a regular person, be like, oh, who did the Axe body spray? But if it's with me, I'm like, oh my god, because it'll be just ramming up my nose. That's why I don't really like to breathe when I'm eating hot wings.
Oh yeah.
Like, it'll come to the point where I get used to it, the smell, and then I'll be able to do it. But if it's, like, open the oven and then just punches me in the face, it'd be, like, it's too much, you know?
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
I first noticed this when I was in elementary school. Wow, a lot of elementary school stories, huh? But, so basically it was field day and stuff like that. And, like, all of us are, like, sweaty and stuff. And as soon as we walk in, I'm like, do you guys smell Domino's? And they're just like, dude, how fat are you? Because at this point, I was like a fat fuck. But like, it was like, no, guys, seriously, I smell like Domino's, at least like 20 packs. And then we walk into the classroom, they're like 20 packs of Domino's. They're like, how the hell? So at that point, I learned.
Okay, Remy.
That was actually my nickname for like 2 weeks.
Yes.
Wow.
But it didn't catch on. But so like after that, I started testing my abilities, and I could really just like smell anything. My Twitch sense though didn't come until like 8th grade.
Huh.
Really? Huh.
So literally, you have this untold superpower, and you don't use it.
Dude,
'Cause
he's like Superman. He has to hide his secret identity, and now
Plus,
we
it's not
expose
gonna
it to the
help.
world.
It's not gonna help anyone.
Like,
I mean, it's gonna
this
help you save, fucking try to save lives.
I could
No,
probably
whatever,
like be. I can
it's
probably
not funny.
be. I could probably be in an airport and be like, yeah, someone has marijuana. Someone got marijuana. I couldn't pinpoint it, but someone definitely got marijuana here.
Oh shit!
totally
no,
the
fuck.
best quirk I've ever heard of.
Dude, that's your Cork in My Hero Academia.
Ew.
That's your Cork.
Ew. I'm a fucking bulldog. I'm a bloodhound. That's what I am.
I smell the food.
I smell pennies.
I smell the Domino's pizza. There's about 25 steps due north, and then you take a left.
God,
and then a
no.
right, and the
No.
left is right there.
I could not do that. It's also sometimes I can't even tell what it is. I just smell it.
Oh wow.
Okay.
But there's like some distinctive smells that like cinnamon, vanilla, pizza.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pizza, its own thing.
But like there are
Yeah,
some
not
smells you
hungry for
can't tell
pizza.
what it is, so I can't tell what it is. I just smell it and it's hitting me.
Just fucking smell it.
Cause like I remember I'd walk into my parents' room and was like, "You guys smell like something chemical?" Like chemicals, like yeah, something. I don't know what it is, but it's like it's chemically. You know what I'm saying? It's like you walk into a science room. You know what I mean? Turns out my
Goddamn.
mom just put on hairspray like an hour ago.
That makes a lot of sense.
Oh yeah. So we have a story about how I was stupid.
Wait, what about Slayer? What about Slayer? Oh, I thought you were saying. I thought you were saying.
You got from me. What story you want to hear? We
Well,
can.
do you
We can start the story.
do you have anything involving a nose?
Or elementary
I mean-
school.
Or elementary
I
school?
mean, like I had a. I mean, like in my middle school, I almost got a broken nose by somebody hitting me with a football.
You want to explain that one?
All right, so it was just like this. It was recess. I was being the
You had
dumbass,
recess in
weird
middle
ass,
school?
chubby ass nerd. What?
You had recess in middle school?
Yeah.
What middle school did you go to?
Yeah,
Catholic.
right?
Makes sense, right? All right, so it was like this. Just me and a normal weird ass girl, just like there playing with her Pokemon with her best friend. We're not gonna tell the name yet, cause reasons.
I don't
we're
think
not friends anymore.
I don't think we're allowed to even say names. Just like make up names.
It's like
Yeah,
Mary Jo, Jane Doe.
you know what?
Mary Jo
We're
Jane
gonna
Doe.
name her. We're gonna name her Rebecca.
Rebecca.
All right. So,
We're gonna name
Yes,
her
Rebecca.
Shakisha.
No, we're naming her Rebecca. All right, so me and Rebecca, we were just chilling, us nerds, just playing Pokemon. Then out of nowhere, we were just walking and talking with our cards. Out of nowhere, some guy says, "Look out!" I immediately look, and the football aiming right towards my face. I was like, "Well, this is how I
And
die."
then the football
I
player
got-
came up to you, helped you up, noticed your Pokemon card, said he liked Pokemon, and then you went happily ever after, right?
No, God no. I wasn't that like very well liked in my middle school. No one liked me. All right.
Hey, that's the same thing I
everybody
said to
just
myself,
laughed
but
at
apparently
me
I got
getting
girlfriends for
hurt.
some reason.
Well,
terrible
she's the
girlfriends,
only
but
person that
girlfriends.
liked me. Yeah, she's my friend. So like she helped me
I was talking
out,
about
and she's like,
myself.
"Oh my god, your nose is bleeding."
I was
She
saying
was
like
panicking because she's never seen blood before. She's actually never gotten hurt in her life. So she's
What?
never seen the blood. and she panicked. She
I
was
thought
like,
it was
oh my
blue.
God, we have to tell the nun. We have to tell our nun teacher. And she runs to the nun teacher. Miss, she's like really hurt. And I'm just like, I'm there like, I'm fine. This is nothing. And I move my nose and I heard the crack, like a little crack of the bone. And it starts bleeding even more. And she's like, oh my God. She fucking like takes me to the nurse office.
She starts praying for you.
She doesn't say, oh my fucking God, but she says, oh my God. She takes me to the nurse's office. The nurse is like, just lay down here, put the ice pack right there on your nose, and just hold it.
Have a cross right here. Here's some holy water.
But yeah, it was holy water ice. That's what it was. That's what cleansed my sins.
Of your nose.
Yes. But like the thing is, when my parents found out, my mother had a fit. She was like, "Who's the boy or girl that hit my daughter? Who's the one that's a little info for you folks? I have a Hispanic family, so you all know Hispanics out there. You know,
but aren't you also
will go
Asian?
down if their kids are hurt. Well, I mean, like, yeah, Hispanic, obviously. So like,
okay. Aren't you Asian? Yeah, Hispanic.
Sometimes you lag.
Yo, are you Asian? Yeah, Hispanic.
Again, too loud.
Yeah, like I said that to myself as well. Like I was like a fat fuck back then, but at least I got 2 girlfriends. Terrible girlfriends, but girlfriends nonetheless. And now after I like worked out, I've like kind of like lost a lot of weight. And I still have some stomach, and like some chiches, but like it's a lot better than what it used to be. Fucking got my green hair going on. My face is a lot more like has a jaw structure. Nothing. I got nothing.
I still got that dad bod. I will forever have that dad bod because I'm not self-motivated and I have no girls.
Well, I mean, like I'm a bit chubby, but small. I wasn't like how I was in middle school.
I'm kidding.
I was very, very round. No one liked me, and there's a story that
I'm sorry.
About.
Hold on. Say that again.
I was very round.
I thought you said brown. I was like, what?
Brown town.
I thought you said brown. I was like, what? People didn't like you because you were brown? What kind of Catholic school?
Bro!
This is a racist ass Catholic school.
Don't get me wrong, there was times when the teaching when in high school, I shit you not, my principal was actually fucking racist.
Was it also a Catholic school? Or was it public?
Yes. No, Catholic school.
I didn't know they had Catholic high schools.
Yeah, they do. I can't tell you. I'll show you later on. Yeah, they even have Catholic colleges. Surprisingly.
Catholic military school.
Actually, I think they do have Catholic.
Oh my god.
They're cheap, but at the same time, I don't want to know.
I actually don't, cause like I should have thought about this. My mom and dad were always like pressuring me, saying if you don't have good grades in school, we're gonna take you and put you in a public school. Damn it! I wish I was in a public school. I would have had more friends. Really, man.
I don't know. I had about 2 good friends. Everybody knew my name. However, like I said, I was always
sometimes it wasn't the greatest point of the name, but
that's Bug over there. We like Bug. Bug's pretty cool. He can do pretty much anything. You ask him to do it, he can do it.
Oh, you were that guy. You were like friends with everyone, but you were also the weird kid.
I was friends with everybody, but I didn't fit in because I was friends with everybody and I could do everything. Like I was in theater, I was in swim, I liked to do art, I was a choir boy and I sang. So I was sportsy, I was artsy, I was a thespian.
So
thespian, that's illegal in 11 countries.
What a main character would be.
No, not even close. Like that side, I was
the side character.
Like,
for me, it was like
you see in every video.
The understudy.
The background character.
Like you just see them. They're like, oh yeah, this is unnamed guy 1, but they use unnamed guy 1 in every episode of season 1.
Yeah.
That was.
For me, it was like I had like the boys, but like I kind of separated from the boys in middle school. I came back in high school, but it was like a sad time in middle school because I didn't have the boys, so I had to like work with what I got. So I made some friends in most classes, but it was just mostly my problem was I didn't shut the fuck up back then. I learned to like at some point keep my mouth shut, but like I'd be like the kid who just like wouldn't shut up during class. I'm like super energetic and stuff like that. And now in high school, like you look at me just in the hallway, I'll be like fucking stone faced. But as soon as you come up to me, I'll like smile. And this is what I do. I've noticed I started doing this. I smile, close my eyes, and then tilt my head slightly to the right, like a fucking anime character. I'm like, do I have a problem? I'm like, nah.
You're a background character, obviously.
I mean, I've picked. So this is gonna be such a hard one to explain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Kingdom Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Chess.
know. Yeah, I know a little
Chess
bit.
game. Chess game.
So,
Yep.
Yeah, yes, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Chess game. Anyway, so Sora, the main character of that game,
White kid.
whenever he would like be happy or something like that, he would put his hand behind his neck and he would tilt it.
Oh
And-
yeah, that cute little thing he does. Yeah, it's adorable.
I picked that up.
I only do that when I'm embarrassed, you know,
Aww.
like tilt my head and then like put the hand behind the head
Yeah.
and like slightly rub, you know.
No.
Exactly. That's exactly it too.
I do that when I'm embarrassed.
You guys had that to you. I had like the fingers, like like pushing them together, and I'm just
Oh,
like,
that?
oh, hi, how you doing? Like, I was very shy in high school. I wasn't gonna lie to you. I was shy, but I made like at least 2 friends. However, those friends abandoned me. Dramatic scene. There was a
The
lot
fuck
of bad
was
stuff in
that?
high school. There was some good and bad. I can tell you that.
Because in
I
high
can
school
tell you
you
that.
expect it to be like in like those sitcoms or something like that where like there's always like the nerds, the jocks, the like fucking like photographers, stuff like that, like that kind of stuff, and you expect to get bullied and there's so much work. It really isn't, because like people learn to grow up at that point, so there's not as much bullying as you'd expect. So it's pretty normal as it is.
Oh, trust me. Yeah, trust me, man. In my college, my high school, man, it was so different. It was like a lot more like the sitcoms. Everybody was doing each other. Everybody was
Oh,
hating
don't
each
get
other.
me wrong.
Everybody
That was the
like,
thing.
Smack the teacher.
You know
You know what
I'm
was
not gonna
weird?
get
You know
into
what's-
the fact that people did stuff like that.
Oh no, I'm gonna.
At the same time.
I'm gonna 6th grade, fucking freshman year of middle school. My boy Luigi, he got his first head
No!
outside where we can clearly see him. Apparently, he didn't think it through, but like we could clearly see him. There's this giant group of fucking like preteens just watching this happen.
You know,
I probably shouldn't said his real name. Fuck.
It wasn't his real name. Everybody would have been like, really?
Luigi. Switch it to Luigi. Future me.
Future.
Anyway, no. So we had a lot of people like that, but we had the jocks who pick on the nerds. But since I was that person that everybody knew and everyone was like, yeah, he's cool, he's fine.
You were the guy where like if you saw a
I-
nerd get bullied, you'd come up and the jock would stop.
Yeah, exactly. That was me. But I was also that person who had all the blackmail on every person at my school.
Oh.
Because
I understand. You need the guy who knows how to get things.
So I was that one who would like be like, okay, you're gonna stop picking on this person, or let me get my acting phase on. Okay, look, how about you pick on someone your own size? Try me for a chance. But if you
Fucking
want
like
to take
your
this
glasses turn to
route,
complete white.
If you really want everybody to know what you did that Saturday night, be my guest.
On April 20th.
Nah.
And they would get so mad, and you would see people's faces turn redder than like the reddest tomato.
Oh.
And they would like try to come up with a comeback. But because everybody knew me and I was like not hated but not liked.
So it's both halvesies.
Yeah, like rumors would go around with me like there
See,
was a rumor
I never really
that
had.
pregnant.
What the fuck? Okay, but I never really had any rumors like that. You know, I was always like the kid. Like if you were in my class, you know me as like the happy-go-lucky guy, the optimistic guy, the guy who wants to be your friend. But to everyone else, I'm just some stone-faced dude with like green jacket.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. So in the group of friends that I hung out with has been disbanded for years. We had me, the one everybody knew.
Mhm.
We had the tall, mysterious guy that every girl had a crush on.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna go. I thought you were gonna go with, like tall, mysterious guy in a black hoodie. Never really talked.
Yeah, that was him.
Hey, what? Okay.
Black hair, long black hair, would be able
I
to
think
like,
I found
do a
it.
flip and walk away.
I think I found a reason why so many girls were going after him. They were just scared that something might happen, so they just want to give him a confident boost.
No, they were looking at him and like this guy, I adore him. He's an amazing human being, very kind. But he knew martial arts. He did kung fu,
Oh.
jujitsu. He was the guy that like.
If you wanted to
like,
jump
tall,
someone,
mysterious guy with like a mysterious past. That was him.
Whoa.
he's like, I trained 5 years with Master Roshi. I can fuck you up in 2.2 seconds.
Literally, like that was him. Like, and I was like, "Yo, could you show me how to do something?" And he was like, "Okay, throw a punch." And I didn't actually throw a punch, but I threw a quick like jab at him, and he was able to easily deflect and like pin my side. And I'm like, "What in God's name?" And,
It's
like,
called time
so
stopping.
we would
That's
just go
step
back
3.
and forth, and he would just be able to like windshield wipe. And I'm like,
Wax on, wax off.
pretty much. Like, you think of anything in that side of anime, that was him.
Oh, god dang.
And
He's
we
fucking.
had the main
It's kind of like
character.
instant transmission where he's just like a lines for a quick second, then he's behind you.
Yeah, like
Nani?
really did mess up. That was him.
You hear music in the background.
We had the main character that like a couple one girl liked, but he never knew.
If I
And then they
was
finally
the
get together.
Oh yeah, if I was the anime character in the group I was in, I'd probably be like the stupid idiot who loves everyone and like wants everyone to get along and like rather talk about your problems rather than my problems.
But has that like depressing backstory.
Yeah, it's like on the on the
Dude.
inside he's actually very lonely.
Yeah.
I'm okay. TM.
I used to be that kind of like main
That's
character,
why
but
my
now
biggest
that's
fear
changed.
that's why my biggest fear is fucking solitude, so fucking loneliness. That's why my biggest fear is it.
Oh, you poor babies.
Because I actually went through that in middle school. Like I lost the boys for like a couple months. I was just alone with no one, and then I finally got some other friends. Then I got back with the boys, so that kind of fixed everything up. But there's still the fear of like being lost again.
Yeah, no.
It is.
I
It is
have a
very
different
terrible.
life like that, so I get ya. So Moon, what are you now?
Well, I can say that I'm, the friend of the the protagonist. I could say that.
The childhood friend,
Yeah, that childhood friend. I can.
the one
say
that secretly likes them, or
That. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, who likes them?
why not?
Aw.
Because I can see myself as like that now. I've upgraded myself a little bit more because growing to like seeing all the stuff that happened to you back then, as you like, for example, as a background character.
Yeah, 'cause you
think,
come to- you
"Oh,
come
they're
to a
never gonna
certain
have a
age, you-
story or anything like that.
You come to a certain age where you look back at yourself as like, I'm a bitch, and like you try to change yourself.
Yeah, like I used to be such a fucking like little bitch. Like goddamn,
Same.
why didn't I man the fuck up?
Like same, like fucking like I remember one day I like had a water bottle and I didn't know what it was and I thought someone stole it. I'm going fucking around class like, who the fuck stole my water bottle? Looking back, I'm like, what a bitch! It was just a water bottle.
either I haven't gone through that phase or I'm still in it. Like, I never got mad at stuff like that.
Yeah, so it's really it's come to the
It has
point.
to be like an option. Like, oops, sorry. It has to be like a time or place that you've had been like, you know, gotten angry like that.
Oh,
Whereas-
But like for me, I've came to the point where it's like I'm the character. It's hard to love, but also hard to hate. Won't shut the fuck up. Always like just fucking is on your like hips all over the place. Now it's come to the point where like you love to love me and you hate to hate me, or like you love to love me and love to hate me. You know, kind of like in between.
you love to hate, but hate to love.
Yep.
Or hate to not love.
No, it's love to love and love to hate. You know, kind of both, depending.
Yeah.
And also, like, if you talk shit about any of my friends, I'll fucking go ham on you. I'll fucking go, like, the Taskmaster, learn all your moves in 0.2 seconds, and then fucking destroy you.
Yeah.
Because I've turned to that guy. I've turned to, like, you know, friends first before myself. And it's, like, also, like, I turn into, like, the character where it's, like, yeah, like, he's cool to hang around with and everything. I'm kind of like Okuyasu. Like, you love the guy, he's an idiot, and he really loves his friends to the fact that if you hurt his friend, then he'll go ham on you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm that one person, at least now, I'm the one person who shows up in one episode and is never seen again.
You're that mystery character.
Like,
Shows back 2 seasons later.
2
pretty
seasons
much.
later, he comes back.
Pretty much.
Turns into the antagonist.
No.
Have you? Oh man.
I totally am the one like, where'd you go? I don't know.
Seems
What do you
legit.
mean you don't know? I just don't know.
So I'm the stupid lovable friend character. You're the mystery character, and Slayer's the childhood friend character.
But I'm not even the mystery character.
You're the you're like the mystery.
You're the
character.
reference
We don't
character.
know anything.
You're the cameo character. You're the
cam.
You're the cameo character.
Yeah, literally, I'm just a cameo.
You're Stan
That's
Lee.
exactly what I am anymore. Like, yo, I have nothing interesting going on, but we're here.
Didn't you just talk
Fine.
about like a Funko Pop live stream? That seems pretty interesting to me.
Yeah.
It's called I'm a cameo character. I have good key points.
You're off the internet, then you're
I'm
back
not
on.
someone who you keep around the whole time.
I don't know. I'm feeling keeping you around for this podcast.
Oh, thank you.
So technically, you're starting to be a somewhat of like, you know,
You're starting to become a character.
not that. Yeah, starting to become a character. You're blossoming into being a character now.
What do you?
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question. I got a question. What do you do when you meet a potential friend? Like just a random stranger, but they seem friendly.
I don't know what a stranger is.
I I would try to make friends with a stranger. To be honest, I like making new friends.
That's kind of the same because for me, my philosophy is like, if anyone asks to be my friend, I'll never like deny a friend. And if I want them to be my friend, I'll try my hardest to make them my friend, unless they give me reason not to. On both of those scenarios, like if you give me a reason not to be your friend, then I'm out, no hesitation. Because there was this girl, we'll call her Alex, and she was my friend, and I had this other friend who I've known longer. We'll name him Kobe. And so basically, me and Kobe were like we're really good friends. We've known each other since middle school, and me and Alex like just like found each other in like freshman year. So basically, and you cannot make this shit up. Me and Kobe were just hanging out one day before school starts, and Alex and her friends would just like hang around like near us. So they're walking by. She trips, lands on Kobe, like straight like body all over him, and like he catches her and everything, picks her up. She boops his nose, and then says "so aggressive" in like a sexy tone. And
No.
of course, like Kobe, he's not your average dude. I'll just say he has mild autism. He's still a really cool dude, though. I love the guy. But
Aw.
he wasn't the normal guy, you know. He was like pale white, but he was also kind of weird in his own way. but he was a really cool guy to hang around with. I say that because if he knows what I'm talking about, I just want him to know that I don't think of him as bad in any way. Love you, Kobe. I guess if you can figure out Kobe, I'm pretty sure if he hears this story at all, he'll understand. But so basically, you know, as like a teenager in freshman year of high school, you know, you get you know, there's some things men. Slay, I don't know if you know about this because I don't know if it happens to you guys downstairs. But basically, once a woman gets like on top of a man and be assertive, a man feels a certain thing down there. You know, it gets like tighter down there.
Oh, okay. We're talking about the birds and the bees now. All right.
Okay, whatever.
The
But
topic.
I'm innocent. I don't get what you're talking about.
long story short, he got a boner. Okay, he got a boner. It's just straight up. All right.
Yeah, Bug's like,
But,
what's
like,
a boner?
You can't even. It's. Do you actually not know? Do you actually not
No,
know?
I care about you.
Bug, do you actually not know?
No, I know, but I've always been the innocent one of my friends.
All right. Well,
the innocent baby.
yeah. I couldn't be mad at him. You know, like no one could be mad at him about that because like she instigated it, and then like she sees it and she's like she pushes away and she's like, ew, you weird. And he's like, what? You're the one who fell on me and put your body on me and started booping me, and then like. So like her like I'll fucking say henchmen got mad and they started like just picking on like Kobe, and I'm like, yo Alex, tell him to stop, man. This is technically your fault. She didn't do shit, so I'm like, all right, I'm not your friend no more because you're hurting my friend. You're hurting my longer known friend. So sorry, out.
Yeah. You know,
Dang.
stuff like that sucks, but you know, you have people like that in every age.
I just want to be the guy where like you know I'm your friend, and if you need anything, I'm there for you, dude.
Yeah, I mean that's how I typically am. That's why I say I'm the cameo character. Like, okay,
You're there for conveniences.
I'm a key plot point for the stepping stone. Get you to realize what you need, and then you go do it. Anyway, like think cameo episode, Steven Universe, Uncle Grandpa.
I mean, I didn't really watch either of them.
Our fellow boy over here still hasn't gotten into the Steven Universe.
Because like
thing.
I watched it in the beginning and it's like, oh my god, there's nothing happening whatsoever. But then
that's why we put it on the list.
yeah, then after I stopped, it's just like yeah, all this shit's happening. I was like, well, now I gotta rewatch it all. Me and Slayer have a list of animes that we need to watch. So I guess Steven Universe is considered an anime now.
If anybody has suggestions on animes, please put it in the comments
Oh
so
my
this
God.
man can watch it.
All I'm gonna say is I've never watched My Hero Academia.
He's coming. You're now into the group in the list. Now you're coming into the
I gotta watch this.
anime.
I gotta watch My Hero Academia all over again.
Dude, you know your ass is going to enjoy it. Obvious. You
Fucking.
can see your boy that robs
He
you
is
from your
not.
looks.
He's not my boyo.
In
In real life, I probably would consider him a friend since he's a nice guy, but I would also constantly just put out the fact that he's a total copy of me. So, Bug, for context, the main character's name is Izuku Midoriya, green hair, 16, and me, my Japanese name is Aizaku Midori. I'm 16 and I have green hair. But I came in 2003, motherfucker. He came in 2006 or 16. My bad.
So what I'm hearing is his life is what your life is going to become.
I fucking wish.
Gorgeous, brother.
I fucking wish.
I don't like that. Dude, he already have a quirk. Remember his sense of smell.
Right.
God damn it.
Doesn't like Deku have like millions of different like abilities?
Oh my
No.
god, maybe when he grows, his ability of strength will come in.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's been an hour. Thank you guys for coming into this podcast. I would rather not talk about my fucking lawsuit here.
Anyway.
Thank you for coming to the Background Characters podcast, Background Cast podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to be ready for that next video that's coming out. I'm assuming these things will come on like around Tuesdays or something like that. That's like the best place to probably put it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, be sure
Yes.
wherever you're listening this to make sure you just hit that like icon. You know what I'm saying? This gives us props. You know, makes us more popular.
Yeah.